Hi there, Ted Peppy here with my top 10 Legend of Zelda games. Number 10, the Minish Cap. Okay, so it's not a very big game, but I loved the shrinking down mechanic, the dungeons, the music was great, and Vati is my favourite protagonist in Zelda. Sorry, Ganon. Next up is Link's Awakening. It always amazed me how they managed to get that game on a Game Boy. Anyway, I love the music, the characters. Koholint Island, is it called? Yeah. And, well, I'm not going to spoil the ending, but it's emotion. Anyway, next, number 8 is Zelda 2. This will probably surprise a few people, but okay, it's damned hard, but it's part of the reward of it. You really feel like you've accomplished something, especially when you complete the game. You fight the Thunderbird and then you have to fight Dark Link. Yeah, so a very difficult game, but one thing that annoyed me, they could have made the sword a bit longer. It's almost impossible with a sword that small. On guard, prepare to die. Oh. Next up, Skyward Sword. Again, love the music. It's probably the best story out of any Zelda game. The dungeons were great, the bosses were great. The motion controls I actually liked, other than the bits when you had to play the harp. I couldn't get it down. Next on my list is number 6, Majora's Mask. Now, I think this game probably should be higher, but every time I play this game, the same thing happens. I get to the part, the Ikana Valley, Stone Tower Temple, that part of the game, and I just stop playing it. I just don't like that part of the game. I don't know why. Stone Tower Temple is, well, it's great, but it just annoys me how you've got to flip it, get the fairies when it's flipped, then you have to activate the fairies when it's flipped and then turn it back. It just gets on my nerves. Sorry, Majora's Mask. Number 5 on the list, Twilight Princess. I love the whole dark feel of it, the dungeons. Wow, the big world. The only problem with the world is it's kind of no one in it, really. But I still love this game. Anyway, next, number 4. These are 2 games, I know, but A Link to the Past and A Link Between Worlds. A Link to the Past was the one I grew up playing on the SNES. Love it. It seems very easy to me now because I must have completed it about 100 times. A Link Between Worlds is great. It doesn't spoil A Link to the Past. It adds things. It's his own game, but I couldn't decide between the 2. I didn't want to leave one off the list, so I've put them together. That's okay. Number 3, The Wind Waker. It never bothered me, the graphics being cartoony and stuff like that. I think it looks great. Even today, the non-HD one still looks good. I loved sailing around the seas. A lot of people didn't like sailing, but I loved it, just sailing along, looking around, and collecting the treasure, all that stuff. Awesome. Anyway, number 2 on the list is the original Legend of Zelda. I love how it just plonks you in there. There's no Navi or Fi, whatever it is, telling you where to go. You just have to go and explore. Yeah, so it should be. Some of the Zelda games got maybe too linear. Like Skyward Sword, I love it, but it's almost a bit like a sort of Uncharted, where it's just a kind of an interactive story, which is cool, but I prefer open world more. And number one, sorry, it's Ocarina of Time. It's just the dungeons, the music, the going back in time, child Link, adult Link. It's, I mean, partly nostalgia because I grew up playing it, but it had to be number one. I'd like it to be more original, put something else there, but I'm sorry. Anyway, that was my list of top 10 Zelda games.